self-worth and self-respect form the foundation of a fulfilling life and are at the core of attracting respect from others. These qualities radiate a powerful message to everyone you encounter. You know your value, you know your value, you know what you deserve, and you won't settle for less. When you possess a strong sense of self-worth, people notice, often unconsciously. You don't need to demand attention or approval. Instead, your calm assurance and sense of dignity naturally draw others towards you. Self-worth isn't about arrogance or superiority. It's about recognizing your unique abilities, gifts, and contributions and living by a set of values that reflects that understanding. It's a quiet strength that speaks volumes, even without words. To build self-worth, it's important to develop a deep internal understanding of who you are and to appreciate your worth beyond what others may say or think. Too often, people measure themselves by external validations, praise, relationships, status, or financial success. But true self-worth isn't conditional or dependent on these factors. It comes from an unwavering internal compass that guides you, no matter what circumstances surround you. When you have this inner foundation, it's easier to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Criticism, rejection, and failure may affect you, but they don't shake you to your core because you know they don't define your value. In fact, knowing your self-worth makes it easier to move past negative experiences and to emerge stronger. Respecting yourself also means taking responsibility for your choices, actions, and the way you treat yourself. This responsibility includes protecting your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When you respect yourself, you don't allow others to disrespect you or take advantage of you. You set boundaries and, just as importantly, enforce them. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out, but safeguards to ensure your energy and well-being are preserved. By defining what is acceptable in your relationships and interactions, you communicate to others that your time, attention, and emotions are valuable. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. Those who understand and respect your boundaries are likely to be individuals who appreciate your worth, while those who don't will likely move on, freeing up space for more positive connections. Cultivating self-worth and self-respect involves nurturing your mental, emotional, and physical health. Start by affirming your worth every day through self-care practices that remind you that you're deserving of love and kindness. Self-respect often begins with how you speak to yourself. Negative self-talk and self-doubt can chip away at your confidence and make you feel inadequate. Combat these inner critics by developing a compassionate inner dialogue. Replace self-criticism with self-encouragement and speak to yourself as you would to a friend. Take time each day to acknowledge your strengths and achievements, however small they may seem. These simple acts help reinforce a positive self-image and remind you of your value. Another key to developing self-worth is pursuing growth and aligning with your passions and values. When you're committed to learning, growing, and pushing yourself toward your goals, you're reminded that you have something unique to contribute to the world. Finding your purpose and pursuing it with dedication can give you a profound sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. When you engage in activities that resonate with your deepest passions, you not only build your skills, but also solidify your sense of identity and direction. This clarity and purpose send a message to others that you're confident in who you are and where you're headed, which can be incredibly attractive and inspiring. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, as the people you allow in your life can have a significant impact on your self-worth. Positive, supportive relationships can affirm your value and remind you of your strengths, while toxic or negative relationships can drain your self-esteem and make you question your worth. Choose friends, partners, and colleagues who celebrate your accomplishments, respect your boundaries, and genuinely care about your well-being. By doing so, you create an environment that nurtures your self-respect and self-worth rather than undermines it. Recognizing your own value means acknowledging that you're worthy of love, respect, and happiness. This realization doesn't mean you'll be immune to difficulties or pain. It simply means that, regardless of the hardships you face, you always come back to the understanding that you deserve good things. This assurance allows you to make better choices, avoid situations that don't serve you, and ultimately attract people who appreciate and value you for who you are. When you truly value and respect yourself, you don't feel compelled to chase after people's approval or affection. You understand that genuine connections are built on mutual respect and appreciation, not on a constant need for validation. This internal stability enables you to stand firm in who you are, which makes it easier to walk away from anything or anyone that doesn't align with your sense of self-worth. And often when you exude this quiet confidence and self-assurance, others are drawn to it. The irony is that when you stop chasing approval and embrace your own worth, people are more likely to notice and respect you. In the end, self-worth and self-respect are about honoring who you are, knowing your own value, and living in a way that reflects that understanding. This strength is magnetic, inspiring, and life-changing. It not only enriches your relationship with yourself, but also transforms your relationships with others, helping you to build a life filled with love, respect, and authenticity. Establishing and maintaining boundaries is an essential part of leading a fulfilling life and cultivating self-respect. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about defining what you are willing to accept in your relationships, interactions, and even in the way you handle your own time and energy. These boundaries are crucial because they protect your well-being, preserve your peace, and set a standard for how you expect others to treat you. When you stand firm in your boundaries, you convey a message of self-worth and dignity that others can sense. People naturally respect those who are clear about what they will and will not tolerate, and they are drawn to that inner strength. A common misconception about boundaries is that they are selfish or that they create distance in relationships. In reality, boundaries allow for healthier, more respectful connections. By setting limits, you communicate openly and honestly with others about what you need, which creates clarity and reduces misunderstandings. When people know where you stand and what is acceptable to you, they are more likely to respond to you with respect and consideration. Boundaries are, in essence, a form of self-care, and they help you build relationships based on mutual respect rather than compromise or resentment. One of the first steps in establishing boundaries is to take an honest look at your values and priorities. Knowing what matters most to you allows you to determine where your limits should be. For example, if you value your time and personal space, you may set boundaries around how accessible you are to others, particularly when you need time for rest or personal projects. If respect and honesty are important to you, you may set boundaries around how you communicate and interact in personal and professional relationships. By being clear on your values, you can create boundaries that reflect your true self, making it easier to uphold them with consistency. Standing firm in your boundaries is where the challenge often arises, as it requires confidence and a willingness to face discomfort. People might not always react positively to your boundaries, especially if they have benefited from your lack of them in the past. You may face resistance or attempts to push your limits, but this is where your commitment to self-respect becomes essential. By standing firm, even in the face of opposition, you demonstrate to yourself and others that your well-being and values come first. This consistency in upholding your boundaries is what reinforces them over time and helps others recognize that they must honor them if they want to maintain a relationship with you. It's also important to communicate your boundaries clearly and assertively. Setting boundaries doesn't mean expecting people to read your mind. It's about articulating your limits in a respectful and straightforward manner. For example, if you're setting a boundary about work-life balance, you might let colleagues know that you won't be responding to emails after a certain hour. If you have a friend who tends to drain your energy with constant complaints, you could gently let them know that while you care about them, you need to limit the time spent on negative conversations. Clear communication reduces the chances of misunderstandings and helps others to see that your boundaries are simply expressions of your values, not personal rejections. Boundaries are dynamic and can change over time as your life and needs evolve. Periodically reassessing your boundaries can help you ensure that they are still serving your well-being. For example, as you advance in your career, you may need to establish firmer boundaries around your time to avoid burnout. Or as you grow in a relationship, you might adjust boundaries to foster greater intimacy while still preserving aspects of your individuality. Adapting your boundaries to fit your current reality allows you to be flexible while staying true to your core values. One of the significant benefits of setting boundaries is the impact they have on your mental and emotional health. When you protect your time, energy, and emotional resources, you are less likely to feel overwhelmed, stressed, or resentful. Boundaries help you manage your commitments more effectively, allowing you to invest your energy in the things and people that truly matter to you. This self-care contributes to a greater sense of balance and well-being, enabling you to show up as the best version of yourself. Additionally, boundaries serve as a filter for your relationships, helping you identify who respects you and who does not. When you uphold your boundaries, those who genuinely care about you will respect them, even if it requires an adjustment. On the other hand, people who continually disregard your boundaries may not have your best interests at heart. In this way, boundaries help you attract healthier relationships and distance yourself from individuals who might undermine your self-respect. One of the most powerful aspects of boundaries is the confidence they build within you. Each time you assert and maintain a boundary, you reinforce your own sense of self-worth. You prove to yourself that you are capable of standing up for your needs and protecting your well-being. This inner confidence doesn't just benefit your relationships, it spills over into all areas of your life, enhancing your sense of autonomy and self-assurance. You begin to trust yourself more deeply, knowing that you are fully capable of taking care of your own needs and making decisions that align with your values. In summary, setting boundaries and standing firm in them is a profound act of self-respect. Boundaries communicate your values, protect your peace, and foster healthy, respectful relationships. Though the process can be challenging, the rewards of well-established boundaries are immense, leading to greater self-confidence, a clearer sense of identity, and the freedom to build a life that reflects who you truly are. Elevating your life and pursuing your passions is a powerful way to cultivate fulfillment and achieve a sense of purpose. When you dedicate yourself to what truly excites and motivates you, you not only find personal satisfaction, but also project a magnetic energy that attracts respect, admiration, and often the interest of those around you. Living with passion and a commitment to growth adds depth and richness to life, as it transforms daily routines into meaningful journeys. Instead of waiting for external circumstances or others to bring excitement into your life, taking charge of your dreams and pursuits puts the power firmly in your hands. Pursuing your passions begins with exploring what genuinely excites you. It may be something you've always been drawn to or something new you've wanted to try. It could be related to your career, like a dream job or project, or it could be a personal passion such as travel, art, writing, fitness, or learning new skills. When you are in touch with your passions, you create a vision of life that is uniquely yours, a vision that fuels your ambition and keeps you grounded in what matters most to you. This pursuit of passion allows you to feel alive, inspired, and engaged in ways that mundane routines simply cannot. One of the keys to elevating your life is to turn these passions into consistent habits and goals. Dreams and passions remain abstract until you set them into motion with actionable steps. If your passion is to write a novel, for instance, start by setting aside time each day to write a few pages or work on an outline. If you are passionate about fitness, establish a workout routine that challenges you and brings you closer to your health goals. When you commit to small steps and progress daily, you gradually build momentum, and what once felt like a distant dream starts to become a regular part of your life. This dedication not only nurtures your passion, but also shows others that you are serious about your goals and value your time. While the journey to pursue your passions is rewarding, it is often filled with challenges that test your resolve. Staying committed to your goals requires resilience, especially when obstacles arise. Whether it's a lack of resources, time, or support, pursuing something you care deeply about will often require sacrifices. However, these sacrifices become worthwhile because they are in service of something that truly matters to you. Every challenge you overcome on this path strengthens your confidence and determination, reminding you that you are capable of more than you may have thought. This resilience becomes a defining quality that not only helps you grow, but also inspires those around you. Elevating your life also involves embracing growth in all its forms, intellectual, emotional, and even spiritual. A fulfilling life is a balanced one that seeks to expand in multiple dimensions. Intellectual growth, for example, could mean engaging in continual learning, whether it's through formal education, reading, or mastering new skills. This growth keeps you sharp, curious, and open to new ideas, which is essential in a world that is constantly evolving. Emotional growth involves developing self-awareness, understanding your emotions, and learning to navigate relationships with empathy and maturity. As you work on these areas, you become more grounded and capable of handling life's ups and downs, which makes you more resilient and well-rounded. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people can also make a tremendous difference. When you're pursuing ambitious goals, having a circle of friends or mentors who encourage you can keep you motivated and inspired. Positive connections provide guidance, accountability, and support when you need it most. These individuals not only celebrate your successes, but also challenge you to push beyond your limits. Seek out people who inspire you, those who are also striving to elevate their own lives. With the right circle around you, you'll find it easier to stay focused and driven, even during the most challenging parts of your journey. Another essential aspect of elevating your life is aligning your actions with your core values. When you pursue passions that resonate with your values, you create a life that feels authentic and true to who you are. For instance, if you value creativity, embracing a path that allows you to express yourself fully will feel fulfilling. If you value helping others, finding ways to make a positive impact will bring you a deeper sense of purpose. Aligning with your values not only fuels your passion, but also brings a level of satisfaction that external rewards alone cannot offer. Elevating your life and pursuing your passions naturally impacts the way others see you. When people witness your dedication, joy, and enthusiasm, they are often drawn to that energy. You become someone who inspires, a person who lives with purpose and integrity. Those around you see that you are driven by something meaningful, and they are likely to view you with respect and admiration. This admiration isn't because of your achievements alone, but because of the passion and persistence you demonstrate along the way. People are drawn to individuals who are genuinely happy and fulfilled, as it reminds them of their own potential to pursue what matters. Finally, remember that pursuing your passions is a journey, not a destination. Rather than focusing solely on outcomes or end goals, immerse yourself in the process itself. There will be moments of accomplishment, but there will also be times when you face setbacks or plateaus. Embrace every part of this journey, as it's often during the hardest times that you learn the most about yourself. This journey of self-discovery and growth will give you a sense of meaning that goes beyond any single achievement. When you elevate your life and live passionately, you begin to see every day as an opportunity to learn, grow, and contribute to the world in a way that is uniquely yours. By committing to a life that celebrates your passions and by taking active steps to realize them, you build a legacy of joy, resilience, and purpose. The journey itself enriches you, while the outcome, a life that is vibrant and full of meaning, reflects your commitment to living authentically. Elevating your life is not just about reaching a certain status or achievement. It's about embracing a way of life that fills you with enthusiasm, strength, and a sense of fulfillment. In doing so, you not only create a richer life for yourself, but inspire others to pursue what matters most to them. There is immense power in letting your success speak for itself. In a world where people often seek validation through words, social media, or constant self-promotion, there is something uniquely compelling about quiet achievement. When you focus on your goals and work hard to reach them without constantly seeking acknowledgement, you allow your results to communicate your value more effectively than words ever could. Letting success speak for itself doesn't mean you're silent or secretive about your accomplishments. Instead, it's about prioritizing hard work, patience, and humility over the need for constant recognition. This approach builds a reputation grounded in authenticity and respect. Success becomes even more powerful when it's not something you have to prove. By directing your energy toward achieving personal goals rather than impressing others, you cultivate a mindset focused on internal satisfaction rather than external praise. You begin to measure your worth by what you accomplish, the skills you develop, and the growth you experience, rather than by how others react to you. This intrinsic motivation strengthens your resilience, as you're no longer dependent on others' opinions to feel validated. This makes you more driven and persistent because your motivation comes from within. Allowing success to speak for itself also invites a certain level of humility. People often view humility as downplaying one's achievements, but true humility is about understanding that success is often a combination of talent, effort, and sometimes even a bit of luck. It's about recognizing your own strengths and achievements without feeling the need to brag or seek constant admiration. This humility creates a balanced perspective that makes you more approachable and grounded. When you're able to acknowledge your accomplishments privately while remaining gracious, people are more likely to respect you, admire you, and even be inspired by you. Humility adds depth to success, showing that you're not only capable but also level-headed and self-aware. When success speaks for itself, it tends to resonate more deeply with others. In a world filled with people clamoring for attention, actions stand out far more than words. Your accomplishments become more meaningful to others when they can see the results without hearing the constant narrative. If you're someone who has worked hard to reach a certain position, skill level, or personal milestone, people will notice your dedication, consistency, and results without you needing to tell them. This silent yet powerful presence can inspire others because it communicates the idea that success is possible without self-promotion. It shows that real achievement is rooted in effort and persistence rather than in winning approval or praise. The benefits of letting success speak for itself extend to professional and personal settings alike. In the workplace, for example, a reputation for competence and reliability often surpasses one built on self-promotion. When you focus on delivering quality work rather than on promoting yourself, colleagues and supervisors notice. Over time, this consistent, results-driven approach builds trust and credibility. Your peers see you as someone who doesn't just talk about doing great things, but actually accomplishes them. This reputation can open doors, create opportunities for advancement, and earn the respect of those who matter, all without you having to actively seek out recognition. In personal relationships, letting success speak for itself fosters a sense of authenticity and trust. People in your life, friends, family, or partners appreciate when you're genuinely engaged in your pursuits without needing constant validation. When others see you quietly working toward your goals, they're likely to respect you more deeply and feel inspired by your commitment. This approach encourages others to celebrate your success with you because it feels genuine and earned rather than manufactured or exaggerated. It also fosters more meaningful connections with people who appreciate your efforts and achievements, not just the idea of success. One of the most significant advantages of letting success speak for itself is that it helps you build inner confidence. When you're not constantly looking for others to validate your progress, you become more secure in your abilities. This self-assurance isn't rooted in praise or compliments, but in knowing the effort and persistence that went into your success. You learn to trust yourself, to take pride in what you've achieved, and to see value in the journey as well as the outcome. This form of confidence is unshakable because it doesn't rely on others' perceptions. It's built on real accomplishments and personal growth. Another key aspect of letting success speak for itself is that it keeps you focused on what truly matters: continuous improvement and genuine achievement. When you're less concerned with what people think and more invested in your own goals, it's easier to push through challenges and setbacks. You're motivated by a desire to grow, learn, and excel rather than by a need for external validation. This mindset encourages a healthier, more sustainable approach to success as it's based on intrinsic motivation rather than fleeting approval. You become resilient in the face of adversity, more adaptable to change, and more driven to keep evolving. There's also a strategic advantage to this approach as it can subtly command respect. People often admire those who are quietly competent and focused, viewing them as individuals who don't need to shout about their achievements to feel secure. This quiet strength can be incredibly persuasive, drawing people to you for guidance, mentorship, or partnership. People want to associate with those who embody confidence and success without the need for constant attention. By letting your results speak, you create an aura of mystery and intrigue, inviting others to look deeper and to appreciate your accomplishments in a genuine way. Ultimately, letting success speak for itself is a powerful approach that reflects inner strength, humility, and resilience. It shows the world that you value substance over appearance and that your worth is defined by your own standards, not by the opinions of others. In a society where many feel the pressure to showcase every success, this quiet form of achievement is refreshingly authentic. It not only helps you achieve more meaningful success, but also attracts people who genuinely respect and appreciate you for the dedication and perseverance you bring to everything you do. Radiating positivity and self-love is a transformative approach to life that not only elevates your own experience, but also influences the people around you. By embracing a mindset of kindness, gratitude, and appreciation for yourself, you create an energy that is contagious, drawing others toward you and inspiring a sense of joy and fulfillment. Positivity and self-love are powerful because they stem from a place of inner peace and self-acceptance, which builds resilience, confidence, and a deep sense of worthiness. When you treat yourself with compassion and celebrate who you are, you project a unique warmth that impacts both your outlook and your relationships. Cultivating positivity begins with shifting your focus toward gratitude and appreciation. Instead of dwelling on things you lack or challenges you face, directing attention to what is good and meaningful in your life enhances your emotional well-being. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties, it means choosing to acknowledge the blessings that coexist with the challenges. This positive shift helps you develop a more balanced view of life, where you're able to appreciate the small, joyful moments as well as the larger successes. Even on hard days, focusing on small things you are thankful for, a conversation with a friend, a quiet moment with a book, or a sense of accomplishment from completing a task can help to sustain an optimistic outlook. A critical component of radiating positivity is the way you speak to yourself. Negative self-talk can be incredibly damaging, eroding self-esteem and fostering feelings of inadequacy. When you replace critical inner dialogue with kind, compassionate words, you begin to build a foundation of self-love. This involves challenging harsh self-judgments and replacing them with affirmations that honor your strengths and acknowledge your efforts. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," you can remind yourself, "I'm doing my best, and I'm proud of my progress." By practicing positive self-talk, you not only improve your own mood, but also radiate a calmer, more confident energy to others. Self-love also means giving yourself permission to prioritize your well-being and personal growth. In a fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook self-care and become consumed with meeting others' expectations. However, taking time to care for yourself is essential to maintaining your energy, health, and enthusiasm for life. Self-care can take many forms: physical activities like exercise and rest, emotional practices like journaling and meditation, or intellectual pursuits like reading and learning. When you prioritize these practices, you're more centered and balanced, which naturally makes you more positive and resilient. Others will notice and appreciate your calm, grounded presence because it's a reflection of the inner peace you cultivate through self-care. Setting boundaries is also a form of self-love, one that reinforces your value and well-being. Boundaries protect your energy by creating a clear distinction between what is healthy for you and what isn't. When you set boundaries in your relationships, work, and daily life, you're telling yourself and others that your time and well-being matter. Establishing these limits may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to prioritizing others, but boundaries are essential to maintaining self-respect. They ensure that you don't deplete yourself in the process of trying to please everyone. Over time, as you stand firm in your boundaries, you develop a deeper respect for yourself, which naturally translates into a more positive outlook on life. Positivity and self-love also impact how you approach setbacks and challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and radiating positivity doesn't mean ignoring hardships. It means cultivating resilience in the face of them. When you love yourself, you're better equipped to view obstacles as opportunities for growth. You become more likely to ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" rather than feeling defeated. This perspective fosters emotional resilience as you begin to see challenges as a natural part of life rather than personal failures. Resilient individuals who face difficulties with optimism inspire those around them, showing that positivity is not about avoiding pain, but about handling it with grace and courage. One of the most beautiful effects of radiating positivity and self-love is the way it influences your relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who exude warmth, joy, and self-assurance. When you love and value yourself, you become more empathetic and understanding toward others. You're less likely to seek validation from external sources because you already feel complete within. This shift in mindset allows you to engage in relationships from a place of giving rather than needing, fostering connections that are based on mutual respect and genuine appreciation. Your positive energy can lift others, creating an environment where those around you feel safe, valued, and encouraged. A further benefit of self-love is the confidence it fosters. When you fully accept yourself, flaws and all, you gain a deeper sense of confidence that doesn't rely on others' approval. This type of confidence is calm and steady, rooted in self-awareness and self-respect. Confident people don't need to prove themselves. They are comfortable in their own skin, knowing their worth. This self-assuredness is attractive to others because it radiates security and openness. You inspire others to embrace their unique qualities and pursue their own goals without fear of judgment. Radiating positivity and self-love is a lifelong journey, but the rewards are invaluable. It brings a sense of purpose, fulfillment, and inner peace that can't be found through external achievements alone. By choosing to approach life with kindness toward yourself, gratitude for your blessings, and resilience in the face of obstacles, you build a life filled with joy and meaning. You become a source of light, not only for yourself, but also for everyone you encounter, spreading optimism and inspiration simply by being true to yourself. This is the essence of true success, a life that radiates from within, shaped by love, kindness, and a commitment to uplifting yourself and those around you. Leaving the past behind and embracing the future is one of the most liberating yet challenging choices you can make for yourself. Often people carry burdens from past mistakes, regrets, or painful experiences that weigh heavily on their present lives, holding them back from realizing their full potential. However, by choosing to let go of the past and focus on building a positive future, you free yourself from emotional baggage, making space for growth, happiness, and new opportunities. This shift in mindset not only enriches your outlook on life, but also sets the stage for meaningful personal transformation. The first step to leaving the past behind is acknowledging what you're holding on to. Often people cling to past pain or regret out of fear, guilt, or a sense of familiarity. You may think about mistakes you've made, opportunities you missed, or relationships that didn't work out as you hoped. These memories can replay over and over, impacting your confidence and limiting your ability to see new possibilities. Recognizing what is keeping you tied to the past is essential to moving forward. By identifying and naming these feelings, you create a sense of clarity, understanding that holding on to these memories only perpetuates negative emotions that do not serve your present life. Once you have acknowledged the past, it's important to accept that you cannot change it. This may seem simple, but it is a crucial step. Dwelling on past mistakes or hurts is like reading the same chapter in a book repeatedly, hoping for a different outcome. The reality is that the past is fixed, but your present and future are not. Acceptance does not mean excusing or ignoring what happened. It means understanding that while you cannot rewrite your past, you have complete control over how it influences you moving forward. When you accept that the past cannot be changed, you empower yourself to shape your own future. Forgiving yourself and others is another essential part of leaving the past behind. If you hold on to resentment, it's like carrying an invisible weight that hinders every step you take. Self-forgiveness allows you to let go of guilt and self-criticism. It's acknowledging that, as a human being, you are allowed to make mistakes, learn from them, and continue to grow. Similarly, forgiving others frees you from the bitterness that keeps you attached to past hurts. Forgiveness does not necessarily mean reconciliation or condoning others' actions. It simply means releasing the emotional hold those actions have over you. This act of letting go through forgiveness brings immense relief and allows you to reclaim the emotional energy that past resentment has drained. Leaving the past behind also requires cultivating a mindset focused on the present and the future. Dwelling on past events distracts you from the life unfolding right in front of you and diminishes your ability to appreciate what's here and now. Practicing mindfulness, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply paying attention to daily moments, helps anchor you in the present. When you live in the present, you become more aware of the possibilities that each day offers. By being mindful, you reduce the tendency to ruminate over past mistakes, and instead, you're able to channel your energy into building a future you truly desire. Visualizing the future you want is a powerful way to move forward with purpose and intention. Picture the life you want to live, the person you aspire to become, and the goals you want to achieve. This visualization helps create a sense of excitement and motivation that propels you forward. Setting specific, achievable goals is a concrete way to bring this vision to life. When you focus on these goals and take small, consistent actions toward them, you build momentum. Each step toward your desired future reinforces the notion that you are no longer defined by your past. Instead, you are actively shaping a new path based on growth, resilience, and hope. Another aspect of embracing the future involves surrounding yourself with people who support and inspire you. Relationships that reinforce your past patterns or negative self beliefs can hinder progress, while positive, encouraging connections can help you thrive. Seek out individuals who understand your goals, respect your growth, and motivate you to become your best self. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in your journey, helping to reinforce your commitment to a brighter future. Building a supportive network allows you to feel more confident as you step away from your past and take on new challenges. Choosing to embrace the future also means being open to change and uncertainty. Growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, taking risks, and embracing the unknown. Letting go of the past can feel intimidating because it means leaving behind familiar stories, even if they're painful. However, when you approach the future with curiosity and openness, you invite new experiences and growth. The future is filled with possibilities, but you have to be willing to let go of what is holding you back to truly experience them. Embracing your future also calls for cultivating self-compassion and resilience. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but when you are kind to yourself and committed to your vision, these hurdles become opportunities to learn rather than reasons to retreat. Self-compassion allows you to treat yourself with understanding and patience, especially during difficult times. Resilience helps you bounce back, stay focused, and remain optimistic about what lies ahead. Together, these qualities empower you to face the future with confidence and courage.